you got this blessing for a car, but you're going into an apartment and you're paying somebody for something that you don't own, and the car's a depreciating asset. So what's really going on here?
Yeah. Ay, coming in, flex. I just wanna win.
What's happening, kings and queens? I hope you're well. We're here today to talk about 12 ways to increase your net worth. Let's talk money. So I know a lot of you will say, I don't really want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. But I want you to know that I found out over time that in order for you to be comfortable, you gotta be rich. At least my kind of rich, right? My kind of comfort, I should say, needs me to be wealthy. Number one, track your net worth, right? You can use a tool like Mint or other budgeting software to know what your net worth is. You have your assets, you have your liabilities, you take the liabilities away from the assets, there you go, there's your net worth. Number two, live on a monthly budget. A lot of you don't like the B word, but if you can realize your expenses and cut them, you're well on your way. So budget. Number three, I want you to spend less than you earn. This is a habit for some to spend everything that you get, but those people never make it ahead. I don't want you to be that person. Number four, increase your income. How do you do that? Find a new job. Always be looking for opportunities within your company, around your community, within your career field. Somebody somewhere always need help. They need your skills. Put yourself out there. Be marketable. From the time that you walk out that door, be networking with people. That's just one way for you to increase your income. Another way is for you to get a part-time job. Just get another gig. Work part-time somewhere to get out of debt or for whatever reason. You got a house, you're getting a house. This is number five. Get a 15-year mortgage. You don't have to get a 30-year mortgage. 15 is offered too, but do whatever works for your pockets. I'm also gonna add a side note here. Refinancing. If you haven't refinanced in all these historically low rates, I don't know what in the world you've been waiting on. If you haven't refinanced, you just don't care about your financial future. I just think that many of you should have taken advantage of that because it's a known fact that money goes and stays where it is appreciated, and what you pay attention to and what you focus on expands. If you want your pockets to expand, start paying attention to your money. Number six, be flexible because life happens. That means that when something happens in your life, you need new tires, first you should have an emergency fund for that. But if you need new tires, you need a new car, you got a medical condition, you got to take care of other things. There are a lot of things that are a lot more important. So don't let your pursuit of wealth get in the way of handling your life and handling the things that you need to take care of. That's always going to be an issue amongst us. Number seven, max out your retirement savings. So if you have a 401k on the job, I think current rate at the time of this recording, July 2021, you can contribute up to $19,500 into your retirement plan, which takes away from your overall income, which can affect your tax bracket, which changes your entire taxation plan, possibly your taxation category, your level, right? It's not always about how much you make, it's how much you get to keep. And if you know the law, right, you know the rules, then you can play very, very well. And not only are you playing, you're winning. Not a whole lot of fun to just play in the game if you're not winning. This is about winning. Next thing, focus on a rental property. Save up for a rental property. There are so many ways and advantages that you can use to acquire another home. People always need a place to stay. You can buy another property, rent it out. It's gonna increase 2 to 3. Recently it's been up to 10, 11% gain per year in this crazy market. So, and even more in some places, but being able to build a portfolio, a diverse portfolio with investments, with real estate, that is a surefire way to wealth. Number 9, we're paying off debt. We're doing the things that many others don't do. You live like no one else so that you can live like no one else, as Dave Ramsey says, right? That means that when everyone else is going out, when everyone else is purchasing, you see people buying cars, talking about, look what I've been blessed with. They're going to go into an apartment. You got this blessing for a car, but you're going into an apartment and you're paying somebody for something that you don't own, and the car's a depreciating asset. So what's really going on here? Bottom line, I'm just saying, pay off that debt. It's so good to just be debt-free and not have that. Debt will kill you. Debt will stress you out. Debt will take you and choke the fun out of all of your life. How do I know? Because I've been there. I've been that person. Number 10, now keep the money you save in a place that it will grow. Now that you're out of debt, put the money somewhere where it will grow, and that does not mean the bank. That means investing. That's actually what the bank does. The bank takes your money, they invest it, and they give you a percentage of what they get. The bank takes your money, they make 200-300% on your money in many cases, and they give you 0.07% at best. Number 11, stop trying to ball. Just stop trying to impress people that don't like you anyway and you really don't like them. Delay your gratification. When I talk about delaying gratification, I say he or she that balls out last is the one that truly wins. Right? People are in such a rush to get a nice car, to get a nice place. All of these things take time, right? You get to this place, and for me, I'm in that 40s decade, right? So things start aligning for you. Your kids are growing up. They're starting to go off and go places. Your expenses are becoming less. So then you got a little bit more money to hold on to, a little more money to do things. So just because you're in this space where a lot of financial resources are required for your family, trust me, you won't stay there. It's a transition. It's a consistent transition. Just know that sometimes you need to delay that gratification. This is the last and final thing. Talk to a professional. Talk to a professional, because you can't figure this stuff out all on your own sometimes. You need to talk to somebody that has a little bit more knowledge than you, a little more experience, and that's what the professionals are all about. You go and you seek the help from someone that is well versed and educated in that area. And I know it can be intimidating because you don't know that person doesn't know you, but you have to be able to trust someone. Which brings me to my bonus point, and this is what I'm gonna leave you with. Many times, or should I say most times, your network is your net worth. So go expand that. You can't grow and you can't build your net worth because you're surrounded by people that think the same way that you think and do the same thing that you do, and no one's getting ahead. If you're expected to get ahead, who's gonna help who if nobody knows anything?